Hello everyone and welcome to our BB Tag Tournament number 5. So, just a quick rundown to our viewers. Active Flow is a tournament FGC scene where we host a wide variety of titles from Dragon Ball to BlazBlue to Melty Blood and Smash Bros. So be sure to check us out as we host tournaments for both Switch and PC. So, for commentators tonight, brought to you by myself, Nonchalant, as well as Black Ice.
Hey.
So, starting off with our first match, we'll be having Pop Full Advantage and Routes, correct?
Seems to be it.
Yeah, what do we have here? Because I'm seeing like a Linne Hyde and Ragna Yang.
So, Hyde is one of Linne's better partners, but Ragna Yang can kind of just like negate a lot of things with everything that both these characters are capable of doing. So this is going to be really interesting to watch, considering Linne's movement and Ragna's fundamentals. In my opinion, in my personal opinion. You haven't what?
Let me check real quick. Yeah, because I believe we have. It's been a while since we've seen Routes.
I haven't seen no Linne. I don't know how long.
Get ready.
This is really going to be interesting for me.
Because I know Routes was in our last month's BB Tag tournament. But I forgot if you played Linne then.
Adventus. I don't think this is really is this really a netplay stage?
It is. It's like one of them.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Alright, we get into game number 1.
That's my line, you amateur.
I'd say the real kicker is like, well, Linne is also fast. It's the 5B you gotta be watching out for. Because it's big, it hits hard, and also autocorrects when you least expect it. It's pretty funny.
Not to mention everything else about their character is kind of like, this character is decent enough, but only if their damage output was better. But at the same time, do you really want Linne with damage, to be honest?
It's like adding Yosuke with more damage.
Okay, Yosuke doesn't need damage. That character can stay that way. There you go, Routes with the burst.
Ooh, nice.
And now Yang and Summons, the scariest character in the game.
Yeah, I'd be more scared about Resident
Now this does not kill, but will he get Yang out of there? No question, yes he will.
Anything get a meaty?
Oh, that's... What? Oh my god. Okay. Now Ragna, very straightforward, very fundamental character, so certainly if you know how to play this game, or fighting in general, you should be fine playing this character. Oh my god, that's the problem with Harness Scissors. Move is very funny, but it's not exactly the greatest feature in the game.
I mean, it was a decent interaction, it's just that Linne's super has a lot more involved. If it was anything else, it would have worked.
So this is Solo Hyde. I have no idea how good Solo Hyde is and doesn't, but I can just imagine his chip damage to go low. And never mind, Yang.
That's dead. I was about to say, like, even with Solo Hyde, Papa was like a pixel of health away. Like, just one combo was gonna end it all anyway.
Semblance Yang. The band like just for game 1 going to tactical advantage.
I mean, you just gotta be mindful of what the properties are. Or rather, if you know Yang's gonna be in Semblance, at least put her in Oki. While she's doing it, that way she has to hold whatever it is you're throwing and you can still pressure her. Because then in when Yang is in Semblance, all her armor becomes guard points. So she doesn't take any chip damage or anything like that. But you can still like beat her out with lows and overheads. If they start trying to whip them out. Well, it depends on the move in question. Like if it was 5B, that loses a foot and head attribute. If it was 2B, it's head attribute and body, etc, etc, etc.
Just pretty much make sure you check the attributes when fighting this character.
Pretty much.
Pain in the ass.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
That's my line, you amateur.
Alright, then we move on to game 2. Advantage up by 1.
Crossing fate. Fight!
Back me up.
Wild Void to Rod the 5A with a guard. Not a very safe burst. Now, the thing with Hyde is that he's a great character, but man, you never really see him.
He's pretty honest. He's honest, though.
Yeah, he's very honest. No, his assists aren't. That pizza and that 5P are not honest, but him himself, compared to the rest of the pro tags, he's not really all honest. I mean, he's very honest, I should say. Ralph's not doing so well.
But they make the comeback.
Oh wow, unlucky 5C.
I believe he was trying to meet with that, but just went a little too early. But then it was a real ride or die. Because then if he blocked the 5C, he would have lost his turn and then went back into pressure.
Speaking of pressure, both these characters, this is pretty much just pressure the team. Because Ragnar and Yang pressure, it's very scary to try to interact on or react on.
Ooh, we saw a character change.
Around to Ruby Chie.
Get ready.
Hopefully he puts. I would expect Chie to be on the front on this team, but I mean, I'm not gonna question it. Now Chie, Kung Fu girl that murders you in 2 hits.
Pretty much, if she gets like meter and power charge. But I'd say be more focused about like her fundamentals and flow charting, because especially in Ruby as well, because with how this team would work, they would lock you down in the corner, throw out their Persona Oki or whatever, projectile Oki, and just keep going from there. Their neutral game plan is a little more solid than the last team. Granted that, so we might be able to see some good results.
Now, both these characters have, well, Chie has odd assists, but 4P is very stupid as an assist. Because the amount of lockdown it gives you, also being a Persona move that you cannot push block, is just really ridiculous in OC situations, like Susanoo. And so now we're on the Ruby. Now the Ruby excelling and buttons and movement. While he has honest damage, that's probably like the only honest thing about that character.
Oh, that worked.
Oh wow.
It killed Ruby. They swapped the Chie, so and she's dead. That happened.
Oh,
There we go.
Your big sis won.
And first set of the night, Popple advantage. 3-0.
So with that, Popful moves up into the bracket with Routes going into losers.
No, your run ain't over. You still got a second.
Yeah,
You're fine.
I mean, I'm just like trying to assess how this match turned out, because honestly, I don't have too many words to really point out. Both players played well. They capitalized on their weaknesses and capitalized on their strengths.
Are you going to expect a Hazama player to show up tonight? Yeah, all nonchalant.
Well, I always have a soft spot for Hazama players, but honestly, I just want to see like every kind of character out there, because you don't see a lot. You always see like usually like half the cast whenever you play online at all, and everyone else is kind of just forgotten about. Like As much as I don't like fighting them, I haven't seen a 9 player in like months. And then the only way I would ever find them in the wild is if I ever asked the Discord about it. Where'd they all go?
What's your main team? Hazama Adachi?
Yep. What about you?
Susan S. Hazama isn't he okay. Is he like one of the few Blazblue characters that like severely nerfed from their original incarnation of what he is tagged?
I mean, that could be said for a lot of the characters in their simplification.
Well, yeah, it can, but Hazama's like situational. He has like very situational assists. Not to mention that some of his assists are just like either good or bad. Because isn't 5P kind of just there?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Because I heard his 5P got changed like twice before what he has now with the mini Hotenjin shit. It's always been a Hotenjin
it was Venom Sword before in 1.0. Then it got changed into the mini Hotenjin with 5P. Some other properties got changed as well, like back throws and whatnot. Like back throw used to call sliding knockdown, now it just launches it, now it does wall bounce. And
not to
actually,
mention that weird little slayer thing he does when it comes to his movement.
Ghost up here already in bracket. He will be waiting for a person to come up and face him next. In the meanwhile, just a reminder that we have a matcherino. So exclamation point matcherino in the chat. You can donate however amount you want. All the money will go straight to the players. Give them a little reward at the end of the day. Furthermore, you can also use a sponsor quest where you're given prompts to do like follow someone's Twitter, subscribe to someone's YouTube account, and those will donate a free few cents into the pot as well. It won't cost you a dime. It's completely free. So I urge everyone to please use those sponsor quests.
Here we go. You're going to the second set of the night.
Pain in the ass.
Of Teddy Carmine
First, then the main
and Ragnar Asriel. I did not know there were many Asriel players out there. Oh well, other than Shane.
Mad dog.
Very funny Asriel players.
Can't escape.
I'd say the highlight, like, pay attention to Ghost Sage is Teddy, because you don't see a lot of Teddy players out there. And Ghost Sage is one of those really good Teddys.
Teddy is one of those odd characters where honestly, I feel like if that character were to be optimized a bunch, they could be like a potential top tier. But it's like no one plays Teddy, and I feel like no one's willing to like work with him because of how wonky and wacky his moves are.
It takes some practice.
Now, Asriel was another character that's not really seen much. But if you let Asriel get in, you're gonna die. Especially with that 6P, which scales amazingly, and if you active switch out of it while he does the 6P, he's plus on what? So here we go with the Carmine combo from Ghost.
Ooh, no tech.
Wow, that blood will actually punish fast surgery. Here we go with...
Oh, he almost got the optimals.
Doesn't Teddy have the fastest 5P in the game? And no one plays this character? That a 5P that crosses out also, not to mention?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You can get like free saves.
Ooh, 5D. Ooh, cross a 5D.
What's wrong? Stand
The anti-air that's not really supposed to be anti-air, but it is anti-air.
I mean, it's an anti-air in CF. It's air unblockable of all things. Good. Imagine if it was air unblockable here. Oh, it would have been annoying.
That's game one, going to person. Wait, their name is... Oh, their name is just person.
Yeah.
Here we go, going to game two. Now...
This is going to be an aggressive playstyle we're going to be seeing here. With person...
So pretty... Well, yeah, I would say it's more so like Teddy being able to play aggressive or keep you at a distance, while Ragnar Asriel is pretty much just being aggression upon aggression and pressure.
Yeah, but here's the problem: if you don't give Teddy the time of day, he's gonna be in for a hard rock trouble. Because like we see with the last match while we were talking, like whenever Teddy was trying to throw items in the air, person would just respond to that using Blood Scythe to just punish that
Can't
instead.
escape from crossing
Get an
fate.
air counter hit and a free combo as well, and toss him right into the corner. But I will say that Ghost Street has amazing defensive capability, like we've seen in the last match here as well.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh, they dropped.
Oh, happy
What was
birthday.
it, a combo timer?
Oh, but got
Oh,
control.
never mind.
Don't take me lightly.
Okay, after switched on to Hades, and now it's just solo Carmine. Now Carmine is certainly a scary character, certainly a top 10 character. And I think one of the most damaging unit characters?
One of them, yeah. He's up there.
Aside from like Seth and Wald.
You're really on the warpath.
Man, that last exchange was pretty interesting because what Azrael did was he used Growler against the blood bombs, and when he absorbs the projectile, he's completely invulnerable until he lets go. So the last thing you want to do is get aggressive and be on his face, or else he'll just probably counter you and get a full.
That's the funny thing about Azrael is like he can play he just pretty much just says absolutely no to zoning. But being able to
Get
teleport
ready.
and Growler it's pretty much if you're a zoner player and you fight Azrael, you pretty much just cry, especially like a Hilda player. Like and it's not to mention he kind of has stupid pressure because like some characters can't even do anything to some of his pressure options like 4A Growler, because Growler's -1 and 4A is like -5.
Just leave everything to me.
Oh, here we go with the Yosuke Teddy
You
thing.
steal all the spotlight.
Orders first.
Now,
then the
I feel like this
main.
team loses
Referee.
damage, but in return, it also
Sure.
gains a lot more
Make it so
momentum,
bad,
in my
mad
opinion.
dog.
Can't escape
So
from
Yosuke has
crossing
some pretty
fate.
high damaging combos because his average B and D is like 7K.
Let's go.
Wow,
Wow.
round start DP, round start
Look at
DP.
What a mad lad.
Yosuke is DP of all DPs.
Hit him where it hurts.
Ooh, you gotta be careful
Ooh.
there. You see with the moonsaults, they can change their trajectory basically whenever they want. But trying to anti-air him is the last thing you want to attempt to try, because if you guess wrong, well, they get a free combo, etc., etc., etc.
Yosuke certainly is one of the while I would say one of the more unique characters, also being one of the fastest characters in the game, also being one of the fastest characters in the game, only being tied with Seth as one of the 2 fastest characters. Oh wow, that oh wow. 5B is a button. Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, we almost
Oh
got.
wow, I really wish I hit that.
I was about to say quiet, just let it play out.
Here we go with the Teddy setups from Sage.
Ooh.
Oh wow, barrel. That's the thing with Teddy. He just puts the stream with so much ignorant crap, and then like you don't pay attention, you get hit by something completely. Like that. Look at that. Look at that.
Wait, is this dead? No.
Explanation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. As we think, yeah, as we think, he's not dead.
He lives. Ooh, nice jab out. Ooh, no punish. But gets caught by the
And that's dropped it.
lives. But doesn't punish V-stall.
Ooh, cross up, low attack, and that's a down Azrael and Sage. Character switch is going nice for him so far. Keep this momentum up.
Just a lot of RPS and, well, I shouldn't say RPS, but just like
Person's really gotta watch out for all the person's really gotta watch out for all the item usage and all the stuff that Teddy's throwing on screen alongside Yosuke using his speed and air momentum.
that and Ghost Sage has to be careful of his option that he uses. Like, if a person just gets one good read out of his, like if he punishes his V-Sol and gets a full combo, or he just takes out one of his characters, because Yosuke's a 16k character, that's pretty low. So one combo from those big boys, they're not gonna die.
Okay, Yosuke, just leave everything to me.
Yosuke,
I'm gonna let
yeah,
you steal all the spotlight.
There we go, in the game number 4.
Dish, right, Grim Reaper? Sure. If you can make it till then, mad dog.
Can't escape from crossing
What's the
fate.
round start? Please don't tell me he's gonna round start deep counter.
Oh wow, jump back. But it's called by the 5G, but does not get anything off of it. Oh wow, nice punish.
Ooh, did he get the loop?
And now Yosuke doing Yosuke things. Grabbed out of the corner.
Yeah, because person, I believe he did 2B from what we saw, but it's pretty high in recovery.
Rogna 4P is very stupid in my opinion. I feel like people honestly underrate that move. Yosuke and Teddy doing Yosuke Teddy things.
Good use of the 4P to get out of the loop.
Is that? Oh, that's not going to catch. Teddy certainly has one of the more unique 5Ps, and that is one of the fastest in the game. And not to mention that it also tosses up on block. So you kind of just get free sandwiches, especially when you have a character that can just move across the screen like Yosuke. But DP. And now we're down to Teddy. Now we're down to Teddy Rogna.
This is about as even gets. Both Sage in person with 3 bars of resonance. The person wins this though. He gets to move.
Oh.
I wonder how close they can counteract with the rag.
What's Teddy's anti-air?
His anti-air would be like 5D. It's a big button. Actually, I can't remember.
Okay, this is not cool.
Let's go.
Can't remember.
Is that a dead? Yeah. No, that's not dead yet. Not yet. But one more touch and he's certainly down.
Ooh, he got hit by that food. He would have died.
Don't run to the food. Don't run to the food. Don't run to the food. Oh, the bastards. He just puts so much. He's just getting you. He's just getting you before getting you was the thing. That's what he is. Just put so much stuff on the screen, and then you least expect it, and out of nowhere, bam, you're dead. Because you didn't know that was right there. Not to mention, Teddy has some amazing neta. Check out the bearded one, as he has some of the greatest neta combos known to man.
Oh, now we're
But
seeing
will person go to a character and Ragna Akatsuki? Now we all know.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
So Akatsuki has amazing corner carry and has arguably one of the best 5P, arguably the best 5P in the game. As his 5P gives amazing lockdown, amazing corner carry, not to mention amazing conversions off of pretty much anything you want.
I'd say the most important with Akatsuki is his stagger pressure, because that's pretty much what his whole game plan is, to try to throw stagger pressure.
Also being a true show, he has a very simple game
I
plan.
don't know how to go easy.
Not to mention his damage is really amazing with the correct routes.
Can't escape from
But
crossing
now
fate.
let's see how this lines up against Ghost Sage.
Teddy driver!
Back me up. Air defense.
Bet you can't see this!
The same person used like cut 4P to try and anti-air Yosuke, but it's just slightly too short to hit him out of the air. Ooh, that's good. Hope it gets out. Good old
5C. Wait, what?
He
Did he
swapped
wait?
out.
Wait, what? Did he burst or did he swap out by accident?
He swapped out on I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. There's no reason for it to do it on accident, because sometimes it happens. People try to swap a character.
And I got 5P coming in
They
the
get
hand.
moved, they get into a combo anyway. But it's for the better, because if he did get hit with that Akatsuki, he probably
And ooh, if he gets that in, that's 3 meter right there.
ooh, nice conversion.
Oh, that mission for trouble.
Down to bait first. Oh, and he's still
In the corner with the pressure, but gets out of it using the Yosuke 4P, and that's his dead Akatsuki. And now, person is down to a singular Ragna. And Ragnar Resonance can heal a bunch of damage and also deal a bunch of damage, so you really have to be careful when fighting this character. Not to mention, if he gets a happy birthday, he's pretty much at 100% health every day.
The hard part is that you can't see what items he's throwing.
Character change worked out well for Sage.
Get stronger someday.
It's situations like this is why you want to make sure you keep an eye on Yosuke's item mark on like the corner of the screen, so you know what you're dealing with, or else you just get hit by off-screen meteors like that and just completely costs you the game. But with that, Ghost makes it up with the 3-2 comeback. What are your thoughts on that? 'Cause I know I said this from the start, but Ghost Sage's Teddy is really something else.
I feel they were fine, and then they started to get flustered as with Yosuke being in the air constantly, then Teddy doing whatever, and then not to mention Yosuke has a really good lockdown assist and pretty good assists in general. So those assists mixed with the fact that Teddy was just in the air and doing his business, I feel like you're probably overwhelmed person. I could be wrong, but I will say if I was personally in that situation, I would probably be panicking personally. So, but they put up a good fight. I can't lie. We're using the Azure Ragnar and Akasu. They put up a really good fight, but ultimately Sage was able to prevail in the end with a pretty nice comeback.
I mean, they had a strong footing at the first couple of rounds, being able to keep up their high sandwich pressure and punishing combos as well, and just keeping their Oki, and just, we saw Person be able to punish Ghost Sage a bunch of times out of callouts like DP and whatnot, or just poor neutral interactions, and that's what Person was able to capitalize on. But once he was having trouble trying to pin him down, I guess that's where things started to fall apart.
I believe our next two players are just in.
Yeah, we'll be having Mega and Superstar up next.
Neo Makoto. I can only think of one person when I see this team. They playing now?
Both of these players aren't strangers to one another, so we're gonna have some familiarity with these matches.
So, Batista. Certainly one of the more unique characters, as she could not be counter hit and does not really have a true anti-air outside of her DP. But also has but in return for that, she has incredibly good support value with her assists and other moves of the like. Also, not to mention Elizabeth, while she may be a table with one leg solo, her support value is absolutely off the charts. And I would say if she was a better character, she would be the best support character in the whole game. But I feel like the only ones above her are like Susanoo and Adachi. I like a couple more probably above Liz. But the fact that her whole support value is that good that carries her to Mitsu is actually kind of crazy. Because look at this, look at that.
Ooh, that's
and the mind charge, and that's going to do a lot. Not to mention, this character's damage is very scary. Look at that. But dude, we do have to keep in mind though, Liz is indeed a 16k character.
She could heal herself easily though, so it's not too big a deal.
Ooh, and caught by the tornado.
But yeah,
all the Liz teams though is that no matter who you play, you cannot put Liz on point at all, and you must front load whatever other character it is. So whether it be Nine, Susan, Tager, you have to front load the other character. Ooh, DP'd right through it.
He really just casually walked forward and DP'd.
Also, not to mention, since all of Liz's assists are persona attacks, you cannot push block any of them. So pretty much, they're just really good for lockdown in general. 4P, 5P, 6P being that giant laser. It's ridiculous. Now Batista, 5P, I think she has one of the best 5Ps in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's useful. I don't know about best, but it has a use.
And there you go. That's game one going to Omega.
It was like the embodiment of regression, because like like I was trying to say before, like this whole matchup just from the get-go, it's just you got heavy zoning versus heavy rush down, and just who will
Not to
come.
mention, along with heavy lockdown coming from the Liz team. Because both 5P and all of Liz's assists are just ridiculous. But here we are going into game number 2. Hopefully,
I'm just trying to think of what
Superstar can
Superstar
bring
can
it.
do in this situation, because I won't lie, I'm not too familiar with neither Neo or Makoto to give any deep insight, but I know their moves enough that they have the options to try and get through zoning, like Makoto's 2C, the body and baller, low profile, projectiles and whatnot. But that's also risky, so you can't always like rely on that. There's got to be this balance in how you approach and how you get aggressive, and just, it's like a work of art. It's tricky. Look at this sandwich pressure right here. Drop the combo. Another sandwich. Ooh, gets hit by the overhead. Oh, but the B's deal. Alright, we can do Makoto. And we got a hit in. That's gonna be the Oki. This good old meaty. Alright, now Superstar lost their corner, so they're gonna have a hard time going back to neutral. Ooh, another raw super. Will he block this? And another super on return.
Oh, okay.
No DHC, so I probably wouldn't have killed anyway.
I wouldn't really bring in Liz this early. They're going to, ooh, there's a nice action swap right there.
Omega is just not playing around right now. I wonder how Superstar's gonna go.
Ooh, tornado.
You see,
not a good Neo.
It's those setups like that. You got to be careful with how you choose your options. If you try to like reversal out or DP.
Ooh, happy birthday! Yeah. And this might be a dead Batista.
It might, but it's still a really
almost. Oh well, now it is. No, solo Neo is certainly better than solo is. So we got to see how this plays out if Superstar can get around the pressure, but sadly did not. And that is game 2 going to Omega. And now, can they change from Superstar? Or are they still feeling the Neo Makoto? Not to mention, BB Tag is indeed getting rollback on PlayStation and Steam.
Yeah, they're starting beta. This beta rollback, the beta testing for Steam, like next week, were they?
The 25th, yes, for Steam, and then full rollback releases in April.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a PC, I suggest you start building one.
Or get a PS4.
Well, I don't think the PS4. I don't think there's beta testing for the PS4.
You mean the beta testing? Yeah. But I mean, April isn't that far.
It's not.
I will be relentless, regardless of what my master commands.
Going into game number 3 with the Neo Susan. So this is an incredibly good team, as Susan's assists provide a lot of coverage for Neo to get in. And while Susan doesn't really gain much from Neo, he does offer a lot of mix, so this is a really good team for Neo. And it's a good team in general.
Right as they get.
And also, Susan's also able to just live through a lot of stuff, being that he is an 18k character, not to mention he does a crap ton of damage on nearly anything.
It's a lot more stable than Makoto, but by how much, I'm still not too sure, because Susan...
I'm not sure with Makoto, but it's a very good team, I would say.
And there goes another happy birthday. So like I was trying to say before, like with even compared to Makoto, Susanoo doesn't really have a perfect time against zoners without using meter. So he still needs to like run in to get damage in. He can't run. And he's
Not to mention, Susan does As big as buttons are, Susan does not have many. As big as buttons are, Susan does not really have many distance either, but this should... Oh, mess up the combo. But if he had landed at 40, that would have been a dead Batista. Then he had to go for the JB route, he could have just did a classic delay JA and would have killed Batista as well.
Superstar's playing really good here. He's just being holding down back. Standing spirit and neutral trying to... It's too risky for him to rush in at this moment in time, so he's going to try and take things a little slower.
Okay, did not capitalize on that punish, but active swapped out and got hit with the cross up.
He's not dead though, but this is.
Oh no. Dang, got sniped, and now solo Susan, he does not do well against zoners. So there's not really mixed with this team, so pretty much all he has to watch out for, well, with this point it's not much, so all he has to watch out for is pretty much just stay to the ground and block low and react to any overhead. If she has it.
Oh, nice jump.
Oh, nice jump.
Oh, will that punish? Oh, but it wasn't in resonance.
Oh, 5-8 catches her though. And now it's down to solo Batista versus solo Susan.
He still has to play really careful though, because one hit is going to cost him.
Ooh, that was a nice push for it.
You see him trying to go really slow in his approach, not trying to get too greedy.
Oh, I got caught with the low, sadly.
Resistance is futile, no matter how you try.
All 3 games until Omega put up way, Superstar put up a better fight though that round with using the Neo and the Susan.
It was mainly just like a change of mindset, because it was hard to tell with Neo and Makoto, but they were really just in a bit of a scramble trying to rush in and move around a lot without really paying attention to what's on screen. But once he started to change his mindset and just being a little more patient, like we saw with Susanoo, just like not being too aggressive, but like closing in when he needs to be, and then punishing when he has clear openings. That's the mentality you gotta have in fighting zoning teams like this. Because if you start thinking too fast, if you start rushing things ahead, then you get ahead of yourself and you get caught by random like projectiles or combo openers that you didn't see coming. It's stressful, but it's way easier said than done, mind you, especially in a tournament setting. So I just gotta say kudos for at least putting up a good fight, because that was really fun to watch. And just like see that little moments of growth in the middle of the match, because having that little situational awareness in the midst of battle is really hard to come by as a skill in competitive fighting games.
Now we sit here and wait for the next opponents to get in. This one in is Ghost again, fighting that one guy. But the Susan Adachi, one of Susan's many great partners.
Aw, where's the Blitz tank? I know he has a tank.
What, Susan tank?
Nah, he played Tank Adachi.
Oh, Tank Adachi.
1 and 2 and 1. It was hilarious.
Personally, I would stick Adachi on point only because Adachi's a really good point character and we benefit a lot from Susan's assists. But I feel like the Susan on point is fine.
Okay. Just that one guy commented in chat. You think I'm fighting a Yosuke with tank, bro? Who's gonna stop you, huh?
Okay,
why not?
Just leave.
You should.
I mean, it is Yosuke. That does make a lot of sense.
Heavy lifting to you, Mr. God.
Oh well.
So be it. But soon you too will be crushed beneath my heel.
Crushed beneath my heel.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
How does a god talk to a crazy murderous cop?
What a good starter.
That was a nice action switch right there. He gets caught by the low after trying to land that 5-2. He gets caught by the 35 P after the burst.
You gotta be careful when bursting against Flow, because Yosuke doesn't really have to do anything. He can't punish you.
Oh, the 4-8 tag and that caught him, and it's not dead, but with the
that's totally dead.
DHC right here, that's a dead Yosuke. 16 kill character, and everyone knows Susan does so much damage in such little time, so pretty much potentially two-touch anyone in the game with the red stars. And the pressure is real.
I sure love me my +2 4A that can do strike, throw, mix-up.
Who has a +2 4A? Oh, the Susan. I'm thinking 2A.
Oh my god, that's sweet bait.
Wow. Wow, that was a really strong performance. Jesus Christ. You really smashed him a bit time, you're next. He must have found out what he did. I mean,
He did like a
explanation. I mean, I know he's a jerk to everyone, but I mean, like, he's like especially rude to him.
This man, does that one guy have to download already?
Get ready!
Oh, you, Teddy. Now, we all know Narcom is capable of very good range normals, very good pressure. Pretty much, he can pretty much do everything he wants.
Teddy is an interesting team, by the way. You don't see them a lot, but they're pretty honest. Well, not honest, but solid, I think.
Yeah, don't call the team honest. Neither one of these characters are honest. The only characters you're allowed to call honest in BB Tag is anyone that's mid-tier and lower.
Soon you too will be crushed beneath my heel.
Let's see how Sage does with this new team lineup.
He has a lot more options than that, because like it would use normals and that's persona pressure being like a 1 minute long glove string. Still though,
Naruto has really good air buttons. But Narukami's support is not as strong as Adachi.
Sorry, you were saying?
I was pretty much saying that while Narukami has the better buttons than Adachi has the better support value, I would say. And arguably oh, that was a very unsafe burst. Actually, he could have killed him right there.
Did this count?
No, but he could have. If he did the 5BB 236 C route with Susan and went into his loops, that certainly would have killed that Teddy.
Hate to say this.
Wait, what? Where'd the happy birthday come from?
I have no idea.
When did you die?
I have no idea.
What?
I didn't even know he died until you said something.
I was just looking and all of a sudden he's dead.
Your day of judgment.
That's game number 2. Now, the pressure from Adachi Susan is actually just incredibly stupid, and you really have to watch your back because both the skaters can just sneak up on you. And you really have to be careful when Susan's on the screen, because anyone that allows Susan to just straight up get in, because like, his whole gimmick is doing the damage when you're fighting a character that can literally just murder and potentially just 2-touch you, and every B&B you do does like 8k damage. You have to try your best to keep that character out.
Well,
like you don't want him anywhere near you.
Here's the real situation, because like from that one guy, he really loves his active switch pressure. Like what with Susanoo's 236B or Adachi's BZO. He uses that a lot to close in the gap and apply pressure. And those mix-ups, like, and all that lockdown is basically a 50-50 high-low. You can't guarantee you can defend all of that. So really, you just gotta be more aggressive than he is, or prevent him from putting those setups on you. You can try blocking all of it properly and then punishing them accordingly, but that's a lot easier said than done.
I know you saw that Narukami 5A catch that super jump back.
No,
oh wow. Yeah, like that one guy did a super jump back with Susan, and then Narukami 5A called him. And super jump back is usually a very strong option. Not to mention, Susan has a really good lockdown 6P and has one of the best 6Ps in the game. And it comes out incredibly fast, full screen, and has effectively 30 frames of block stun. Yeah, oh my god. Now, Adachi can play Rushdown or Zoner, so keeping his distance is a really good thing to do against, especially a team like Yosuke Teddy. Not Yosuke Teddy. You, Teddy. God, press again. Oh my god, this pressure is phenomenal coming from that one guy. Like, this is really good season pressure.
He really likes his active switch pressure. It's solid, it gets the job done. What you need to do is figure out how to counterplay it, essentially.
Okay, let's go. Here you go.
Ooh, didn't fall for the stagger.
Clean this up. Take it away. Have some of this.
Alright, just trying to close in. That one guy is just using his dodge more of his zoner. Backing off using Azleo.
Oh wow, almost we'll try to go for God Press again. That was his third time landing that in the set actually, if we do that.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah, Zeo car coming in switch.
Ooh,
And the 6-piece sniping him out.
good stuff, good stuff. Now one guy taking it
That's
out.
a really good impulse right there.
Win!
That one guy
That's some really good stuff from that one guy. The pressure was amazing. The pressure was amazing. He kept locking Ghostface down. Could not let Teddy do literally anything. It was a really fun set to watch.
It's not easy getting out of this.
That's not easy getting out of that.
Like, I faced his team before. It's difficult to say the least. Because the way the way it plays out is like the second Susanoo or Adachi put you in a block string, they start calling assists and then start using their active switch setups to start putting you in more 50-50 high-lows and grab setups, whatever, just to keep tacking more damage on you. If you can't escape those setups, then you're gonna lose the set. That's pretty much how it boils down to. And when you should get aggressive, when should you get defensive, what should you challenge, what you can't challenge, it's all something you have to effectively like lab out almost, because learning it in the middle of a match is not the best way to go about it, especially in a tournament setting. Like diving in the deep end of a pool when you don't even know how to swim. Figure it out. Oh my god, that's basically what it is.
So now we have Omega and another pretty famous Switch Teddy player, Icy player.
Rachel Teddy too. You don't see Rachel's at all. That's interesting.
Now Rachel, top 20 character, incredibly good, incredibly ignorant. And I remember we were discussing the other day, imagine if chip damage could kill and what Cadus would be top tier, and everyone said the same thing, that Rachel would literally be top 1 if chip damage could kill.
We got a little comment from that one guy. The counterplay is to block better. Easy. Yeah, sure, if it was. Like, I'm just a blocking god. I'll never be broken over.
So Batista Elizabeth has really good lockdown and really good coverage. Well, I would say Teddy Rachel probably has the same thing in use of Rachel's 5 and 4 Ps. And not to mention 6P also covers really good angles, not to mention it increases the range of a 4P by shooting those bats up. And Rachel also allows Teddy to do a lot of his very stupid setups.
I'm just curious on how these projectiles will interact with each other. Like, what with Teddy's items and Rachel's like Lobelia bats? Will they just clash? Will one overtake the other? I have to look on the levels of these things because it's not always clear cut.
I love how when she first meets Teddy, the first thing she does is tell him what to do.
Okay, got her the sandwich. And then they're starting to throw out some items. Got a bottle rocket and peanut soda pop.
Please get your hands on.
That's going wrong with the Teddy pressure. Not really using much of Rachel's assist.
More just a few straight hits here and there, trying to get an assessment on neutral until either player gets a full combo going.
Now tagging out to bring in the Rachel, but immediately burst back into Teddy.
Dodge the anti-air.
DP's out of the pressure of Teddy. Ooh, and there we go. And now we can mince with the amazing Rachel Teddy. Now Rachel can pretty much press you from anywhere on the screen with her gauge, and look at that! Look at that!
Icy really just did 2 instant overheads in a row and just blocked this overhead into another grab and then through.
4 over instant over. Look at that. The mix with this character is actually just unreal.
This is the thing all Rachel players love. They love the instant overhead. I don't know why I find this funny. It's just like block your head, block your skull. You know, why aren't you blocking high? Come on. What you doing? Oh man.
There we go.
I was like 7 overheads, Omega 8, and just, they weren't even combos. They were just single.
I'll make you a full-time servant after all. You just met him. Jesus Christ. I'm getting.
So, I'm just trying to calm myself down a bit. That happened. Oh, I just saw Celica switch.
Get ready.
Here we are going to game number 2. And Omega swapping to Celica. Now, Celica's not really seen that often and isn't really considered all that great in this game either, as she's not really all that great in CF. But, let's just say, though, I will say one thing Celica has is very unfair buttons. Because we always talk about Ragna 5A, but no one talks about Celica 5A enough.
Well, Celica 5A is basically the exact same equivalent of Weiss and Mitsuru's 5A, just a really long disjointed poke with low recovery. It's insane. Not a lot of buttons can challenge it anyway, but as for why Celica, well, Celica's gimmick is what's bad. I don't really find anything wrong with her kid, it's just the fact that she needs, for enhanced specials and whatnot, she needs to not have red health, but in a game like this, you almost always have red health, so it's kind of ridiculous.
I feel if that wasn't the case for her, she would be fine. With the whole red health thing. Like, if that wasn't a thing at all, and she could just stay in her enhanced state all the time, I feel like it'd be fine for her.
All the time.
Okay, what isn't crazy in this game? What isn't crazy in this game? Nonchalant, I want you to be honest. What isn't crazy in this game?
Having Celica being permanent enhanced?
Are you ready?
Oh, come on. You act like a Dachi wouldn't be fine either.
That's like giving a Dachi permanent heat range.
No, not really. That would be fine. Ooh, that DP. Not to mention that DP also has a guard point. The Barton literally coming in clutch. And you can combo off?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
It's height dependent on where the opponent is, but if you get caught by that Rachel super from behind the distance, you can
ooh, block the overhead with Celica. I was going to mention, Celica has really good assists, except for 4-2s, but we don't talk about Celica 4-2s. There we go with the Mega.
Yeah, there we go. Using the super to
get the green exclamation point, there you go. Smash across the screen, and there you go.
Now leaving Omega with the solo Celica. And now they're DP. Not having
Celica does not like those, so just block low against that character and try to react to the overhead.
Well, I'd say the trick is, well, with Celica's reversal at least, you just gotta remind you that's a guard point, so you can't really straight jump it or anything.
Yeah, her reversal is actually pretty good. So you can't save jump her alone. Oh wow. Like right there. Well, that wasn't really safe.
Interesting corner play.
Oh, this is resonance. This is resonance. This is resonance racing. Look at right there, right there.
I do not know. I think they just automatically buffered it, and it happened.
Also, Celica can't heal herself, can't she?
She can, but you don't
It's a
know.
little risky to do.
It's a little risky, yeah. She can do it in her assist, but then she's just a standing meat shield, or she can do it after an auto combo, but, well, it's an auto combo.
Get ready.
You basically give up Oki and everything else just to heal yourself. So she has it, the implementations are left to be desired.
The game 3, Icy player up 2. Omega staying with the Celica Elizabeth.
Gentle? Then I'll give them a little buff. Nogo, Teddy, 100.
Thing. The best course of action would just be to disengage on round start, just to like not deal with any funny business. But who knows? Oh wow.
Jesus Christ, Celica 5B.
Just to catch the
I do believe that's her anti-hero. Pretty good one too.
missed the punish on the DP on the
Ooh, DP.
yeah, I was just mixing up terminology all of a sudden.
Now both players trying to establish a ground to try and get pressure down. A lot of shit hits coming in, but no one has really connected so far. And they would heal, and is that a dead Teddy? That's dead. Oh wait, no mind. Oh wow.
What did he die to?
I have no idea.
That Liz was walking. What did he die from? I gotta look at the replay on that. What?
Ooh. Celica does have really good damage. Especially if you had access to elite.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh, resonance racer. Oh wow, almost.
Still alive. Ah, fell for the overhead.
Your fate was
Hit the veil bonk to the head. The Celica taking a game. Omega taking a game from the set. Shut up.
Celica takes everything. So we are heading in right now to game number 4 between Ice Player and Omega. Ice Player still up. Ice Player has 1 game to win. Omega has 2. You know what's fun? I remember one time I was commentating a tag tournament, and Puns entered the tournament, but it made a completely separate account and went by Nup and won the entire thing, and then reveal it until afterwards.
try to be gentle. Gentle? Then I'll give them
Trolling
a
at
little
its finest.
I mean, I would never go that hard just to troll somebody.
I mean, didn't anyone like notice something was different or
Nobody noticed
Escape from crossing
Wow.
until Puns was like, "Yeah, that was me." Until Puns was like, "That was me." And we're like, "Wait, it's Puns backwards. His name's just Nup."
Liz combos, let's go.
Ooh, the reset. You have to forward check out of that in order to avoid that. Actually,
This should be fun.
any other tech you just well, not die, you get hit. Ooh, cross it with Teddy. The 5C. Now, trying to say
Ooh, okay, that was an interesting combo.
Now, Ice Player trying to wall out Elizabeth. Didn't block the overhead this time. Ooh. Man, got caught.
Go for the overhead cross-up and then also got burst baited. Hate to see it. Oh.
Ooh, into the baseball bat, and now Teddy used to do his thing. And they were able to Teddy pressure. Oh my god.
You saw that too. I was about to say, like, he sees the dynamite, right? Right?
Oh wow.
Please tell me you see that, right? It just completely gets blown up.
Ooh, Teddy gets called by the DP. Now Ice Berry has to be very
Wow, I
good.
didn't even know that works like that.
Oh, now we go with the racial pressure, but was able to DP out of it again.
Getting really happy with those DPs too.
I was gonna say, if Ice Player baits one of those things, that's not going anywhere. Oh, but he gets caught by the 5B, and Ice Player takes it 3-1 over the Mega.
The 5B of the gods. It hits so far too. It's like it's not even funny. Does it have a hurt box? This is just one big disjoint, by the way. I've never actually seen its hitbox. Do you know? Or just
what move?
like Teddy's 5B? Is it all a disjoint, or is there a hurt box behind it?
I'm pretty sure that's a full-on disjoint.
Jesus Christ. It's fully disjoint. Oh my god.
I'm about to say, I mean, if it's not disjoint, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure that's a full-on disjoint.
Oh yeah.
And it's unsafe up close, but I have no idea why you would press something that big up close.
So with that, IC Player moves up to top 4, and we move on to our next match featuring Ghost Sage and Potful Advantage in our losers quarters final. So Ghost Sage we've seen before with his U Teddy, and previously Yosuke Teddy as well. He seems to be rocking the U Teddy this time. I don't think he'll switch unless he's forced to. And then we have
is this a rematch?
Yang,
No.
the Ragnar Yang.
This isn't a rematch, is it?
No, it's not.
No, he fought Person fought Popley,
Yeah.
didn't it? No, Person fought Ghost. That's who I'm thinking of. They also play Ragnar. But it is completely different, okay. Ooh,
How do you think this will turn out? Because we've seen both players fight so far.
Ragnar Yang is very straightforward and has very good pressure. And has a very good game plan going on, but at the same time, with you, Teddy, Teddy's just able to spread whatever he wants to do, and you having the insane pressure along with Teddy's assist being able to help him cover his options. I feel this could go either way.
I feel the same, because I don't have any.
I do think Ragnar Yang has the damage advantage, but in terms of like sheer pressure, I feel pressure and damage. Ragnar has it beat, but in terms of like mobility and keep away, it's certainly the Teddy team.
I guess it'll just come down to their neutral interactions and who gets the first hit into Oki.
Well, I wouldn't even say Ragnar Yang is better in pressure because, like, you're Melakami with Teddy doing Teddy things. I feel that's you're just blocking for like until you're 80.
Sensei, I'll never lose. Good to have you back, Teddy.
Ignore
Said
that.
I needed your help.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Game 1 between Ghost Sage and Popsicle and Advantage.
Weak. Nice try.
So you're starting with the Narukami.
Good call on the 4P. And straight to corner. Oh. Did he try to DP there? I don't know why he got hit.
I call him the Teddy 16. Ooh. The burst completely missed.
That I really find strange, or I guess just odd, in almost all the matches we've seen, is that every time someone gets knocked down and half screen, they always roll themselves into the corner. No one ever techs forward or even neutral. They always tech backwards into the corner and then set themselves up for another sandwich situation because of corner pressure. I'm like, why are they doing this? It's just a me thing, but like, sometimes I guess they have people who do nothing but back tech all the time.
Popular Advantage is doing a really good job of handling the pressure on this on Ghost right now.
Ooh, that's a punish.
Dang.
DP? Oh, no, I guess not.
Ooh. Oh wow, that boy completely whipped like 3 times. He was just standing there.
Yeah, like he got the first foray, and then the others just kind of whiffed, and since foray's so low on recovery, he was able to block the DP. Well, weird interaction. I guess he thought he was gonna get hit, but then nothing happened, and yeah.
So this is game number 2, I want to say.
Yep.
Get ready.
Oh, Susanoo. So first Yosuke, now you, now Susanoo.
Susan Teddy?
Yeah, Susan.
I do not know much about that team. I do know Susan has really good assist to cover Teddy while in the air and on the ground, so maybe that can help him out.
Oh my god, what is that color?
It's color 20, the final color. It's like the Christmas colors is what I like to call them.
I'm not good at this whole team.
I like to call them the Christmas colors.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Here we are getting started.
Strong JD starter. Straight to corner with half a
Oh, missed time the 5 there.
Into the pressure.
Oh, I just noticed that half his health is gone.
Yeah, one combo and he's already gone.
Oh wow, that was a pretty bad DP. Susan DP is not really all that great at anti-air.
I did it again. Sorry, you were saying?
Susan DP is really not all that great at anti-air. While it's good in sandwich situations, it's probably all that is good for. Say, do not lose that Susan. Oh wow, did not get the punish, but did indeed hit the Yang.
I don't know why he did that. He could have gotten the punish perfectly fine. So he just instead opted for a shimmy forward. I guess he was waiting for a DHC bait.
Oh, I burn. Yeah, Teddy is not the fastest character. Probably, I think he's below average speed actually.
Command grab back to switch.
Dang.
Rock on your scissors. That's a thing.
Wow.
Another one.
I mean, I feel like he's letting him get away with a little too much. And I feel like when he gets in these situations in the corner with Yang and Ragnar, I feel he's DPing. So I should just keep a level head, and I feel he'll survive. And not even just survive, like probably even win.
Okay.
Go save. Alright.
Get ready.
We got Popple versus Ghost Sage. So this is you, Susan. So this is Susanoo's best team by far. You,
Really?
Susan. Yeah. This is considered his best team overall. Out of all the streams. Out of like Yumi, Hart, Yang, Yumi, Heart, Ruby, Akatsuki,
Give this all I got.
Aki. This considered his best
Pain
team.
in the ass.
Why is that?
I think overall just pressure. I think overall pressure and mix from both sides is just really stupid. And if it was better, and it's not as good for you as some of others use teams, which is why it's not one of like the best teams in the game quality. But like, it's one of Susan's best teams, and it's honestly just really freaking stupid.
There goes his first punish. Corner. Resist Oki. Drops the combo and escapes corner. Now Pop resonance.
Really well with the O. He's doing really well with this youth season too.
Oh wow.
Infernal Divider.
Character into raw DP. Good punch on start.
Killed the Yang. Good thing he got the Yang out there. Now one straight hit and he can kill this Roger. No, well not kill, but like, you know what I mean.
Deep into the combo, but it dropped and he ended up blocking it. This is gonna cost.
If only he had another ball. Ooh! Does not block the 5 feet.
He couldn't block. He did backdash on wake up for reasons.
Wow, you Susan doing really well for a Ghost Age. So we are getting immediately into game 3. Now, is this the character switch Ghost Age needed?
Get ready. Get ready.
We're gonna see the Ghost Sage come back again. We saw it once, so we're gonna see it twice, 3 times, maybe 4. Feels like we literally just saw Ghost Sage make a 3-2 comeback. Imagine he does this again.
Power of the Azure.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, let's see how this turns out. Everything's on the table.
Let's go. Back me up. Let's go.
All right, just some heavy neutral exchanges with some straight hits. Tahoe getting a full combo going. One shot. Blocker. Now Ghost Sage escaping corner. Ooh, that raw carnage. No punish though. That DC's gonna be
And that's why Ragna's already taken down. Now he has to work on the Yang, but he has to be careful because Yang and Semblance along with Resonance is not a happy place to be.
Yeah, but you got 2 healthy characters that work. So I'm pretty sure they can do it.
Oh wow, missed the Zeo card. And he gets into 2A and is able to take the Yang down, and that is game number 4, and now we go into game 5.
Oh my god. Are we seriously gonna see another comeback, or is Popo gonna finally take this off?
Popo, yeah, they might change.
And anything could happen. Whoever wins this moves up to the top 4. So it's really all or nothing at this point. Did I just see Carmine? Yeah, oh, Tager Carmine. Okay. I forgot he had this team, I'll be honest. It's really rare he uses Tager Carmine at all. Much less on stream. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Just for everyone in the chat right now. He's a pretty good Tager. He has some funny resets going on, so you guys better keep your eyes peeled.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Your Carmine? Is that a team?
With Popple, it is. Ah, Mrs. Pinwheel. You gotta be careful with the blood wheels, cause they're not active flame 1, and they go a set distance before they are active. So you gotta distance yourself properly, or else you're just sitting ducks, and the opponent just doesn't get hit by it.
How strong? Go! Counter!
Okay, need some straight hits in. Oh, wasn't having any of that. Nice backdash on the blue. Oh. Almost. Did it work? Alright, get some healing for Carmine. Susanoo back in the corner. Ooh, caught a JB, but didn't work in his favor. And that's a dead Tager. Oh, he lives! Okay, burst on block. Just to get Tager to heal. And now Carmine's stuck in corner. Ooh, some rough Oki. Ah, nope. Can't do that around here. Not during PC pressure. Ooh, and the raw Mazira. Another DP to punish the spicy.
Oh dang. And that's another comeback. Good job, Ghost Sage.
Let's go. 2 reverse 3-0s in a row on stream. How do you?
And now we move into top 4.
Yep. We'll be taking our momentary break, but once we get back, we'll begin our top 4 and just like finish things off with a bang. So don't go there just yet, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back to begin our top 4 for our BB Tag Tournament number 5. Starting off with our listings, let's go off with our top 4 runner-ups, because in winners finals, we have That One Guy versus Icy Player, and in losers semis, we have Ghost Sage against Person. What do you think of this lineup so far, Black Ice?
So far, I'm just ready to see a tank. Cause look at the team also. Look at the screen right now, National. You see that? Our Dachi tank. You see that? You see that right there?
I told you we were gonna see the Blitz tank.
Now you don't see much of Tank, and mostly because Tank is pretty slow, I want to say.
I'd say it's just the fact that he only works in specific teams with a specific playstyle in mind. If that's not kind of your thing, then you won't see him used in a lot of teams, or else what are you doing?
Are they players are ready to start, right?
Yeah, they are. They'll start with him. But they should have him. Just like with a Dachi tank, it's just unblockables galore. One BZO lockdown into a tank JC, and it's done. You're donezo.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Well, as long as you have them blocking on the ground.
Get ready.
Yeah. That's hopefully you're blocking on, not on the ground.
Here we are getting to game number 1 between Icy Player and That One Guy in winners final.
Gi, Naga, Teddy, handle them.
Cheer you on? Yeah, sure.
Alright, starting with a Dachi point?
Can't escape from
I guess supposed to.
Yeah, Adachi's primarily a point character in my opinion.
I get that.
And also, I feel like the tank sometimes is just like bot assist bot. And there we go, the
the first half couldn't block the overhead though.
George.
My lovable frog. There's the unblockable.
Ooh, in the process. Now Tank does have a lot of health, so I feel like it'll be hard for Teddy and Rachel to chip down at him.
Ooh, the cross up JB. Drops the corner combo though. Didn't fail to break the BZO. One way to solve an issue. I thought you was attacking on damage. There's a lot of that health.
Oh, was that Happy Birthday? Oh, that is Happy Birthday.
And he's also dead. Oh, what, no DHC?
Well, Adachi wouldn't have killed if he DHC'd.
They probably would've.
Yes, it's single target. And the first hit doesn't kill, I don't think.
Adachi.
Yeah, if he had 2 double target, then it would have been fine.
Oh well. Interesting exchange though, nonetheless.
We're waiting on it's just gonna be a character swap of any type.
I had to think this through, because honestly, both these teams are so specialized in their gimmicks that it's really just a matter of who outwits the other. Will that one guy crumble to the threat of Rachel instant overheads and Teddy and random Teddy items, or will Icy Player fall to the threat of Zeodine and tank unblockables. This is all just a big toss-up.
I gotta admit, dealing with the sheer pressure that Rachel and Teddy can provide is actually just scary 24/7 with instant overhead. So then Teddy just feeling anything he wants on the screen.
Anyways, just a reminder that we have a matcherino, exclamation point matcherino in the chat. You know, since we're in grand finals, it's all the more important now that you can donate. Any little bit helps. Donate any little bit to the pot, and all the money will go straight to the players as a reward for the end of the day. Furthermore, we have sponsor quests that you can claim using the prompts on the side to do things like subscribe to someone's Twitter or go on their YouTube account, and that'll donate a free extra few cents to the pod as well. It won't cost you a dime using the sponsor quest, and they're completely usable. Like, so please, when you have the chance, use those sponsor quests.
What just happened?
Yeah, just give me a moment. There's a little stuff going on in Discord.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard multitasking between the both, but nonetheless, this has been an interesting tournament. What do you expect to like happen from here on out?
I don't know what to expect honestly, because I've actually seen a lot more variety than I was expecting to see.
You can be a little biased, like show a little favoritism. Like, who do you want to see in action, really?
Honestly, it's hard to say because I've been entertained by everyone tonight. Like, no match has actually left me just like bored.
Yeah, I agree so as well.
So is it like a connection tester disputed?
Yeah, we're having
Connection issue.
issues. I'm reading. So I'm just trying to like sort out what everyone's talking about. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. I just realized that the team Grim is playing, well, not playing, but like he's on Susan Carmine right now.
He usually plays Wallstack and Carmine. He's never touched Susan. He's only played Susan once just to play a friendlies match with me.
Oh.
Yeah. He's pretty bad at Susan. It's hilarious.
Alright, so now we're sitting here just waiting. While we wait, what is your favorite type of cheese?
My favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. I don't really jive with mozzarella all that well.
To each their own. What's your favorite since you started?
My favorite? Provolone.
Provolone? Yeah, I've never had.
I like provolone. I like provolone on anything.
I know I've had like every once in a while, but not enough to really recognize it. So we should be clearing things up now. So let's see. We're gonna have yeah, okay, so we're gonna have Ghost Sage in person right now as we figure out what to do with that one guy and ICT player and the connection issue.
Oh, isn't this the losers fight?
Yeah, it's just the bracket.
This is losers finals or loser semis, right?
Loser semis. Losers finals
Oh.
is whoever wins this.
Alright. Snodgrass is into the arena, Snodgrass is waiting on person. Teddy Gord. Now Gord, the famous line everyone uses. Ruby died, Gord died so that Ruby could live.
Playable with quotation marks. Just don't whip his 5B and you're good. Or Dead Zones. Or Grim Reaper. Or anything. It's yeah. Gordo. Not allowed to talk about him, that's not talked about already.
Imagine Gord having hitboxes, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only nerf he really needed was like 2B and the Grim Reaper nerf, and that was it. They didn't have to take everything that character had.
At least he still has reverse beats.
Yeah, but that's like it.
Get ready.
Imagine they removed reverse beats from a unique character.
To be so limited on what they could do combo wise and pressure wise.
It's my time to shine!
So,
I'm warning you. I don't know how to
what does
go
Gordo
easy.
actually get from Teddy? Like,
I'm counting on it.
Personally, I do not know.
Can't escape.
So-
I do know Gordo's assists are pretty decent in terms of like his 5P doing lockdown, his 6P can drag you, does pull you a little bit, so he might be able to pull you out the corner.
so we're kind of just a boat in the unknown.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know much what Gord can do for Teddy, and vice versa.
Ooh, that punch they're trying to do 5D.
Hey, jaw crusher.
Ooh, that was JB, I believe it was.
And now we're just sitting here as Ron Merkowski does this thing.
Nice try. Nice try. Is that all?
And Ron up with the 5A for Rodney. Ooh.
Nice try.
I don't know if there's a take throw or what, but whatever it was, it worked.
It was it was an empty low until another tick throw.
You heard what I said. I don't go easy.
You sure
Late for
don't.
regrets now.
And there we go. This person taking game 1 over Sage.
I'm at a loss for words, just physically and mentally, because
I mean, that's a Kowski for
I
you.
didn't even describe that. It was all just like random chaos. Oh,
Get ready.
back to
Back to the Yosuke turn.
oh yeah, you're probably the better option. After all, gave person a run for his money with the Yosuke. Might as well do it again, right?
Yeah, pretty, yeah. Doing well the first time. So I was gonna go with Yosuke, like, all right off the jump, considering how it went last time.
I'm warning you. I don't know how to go easy.
I'm counting on it. Charge!
Can't escape from crossing fate.
So now I guess the question would be,
Nice try.
in person, Ember's learned enough to finally counteract this matchup. Oh. I was about to say, no way that works.
Crazy, the mad lad. Alright, now we are going in with the Ragnar combos. But blockable, we're going to Hades, or hard for blockable?
It's a hard to blockable. I don't know if it's unblockable.
Yeah, I know Coffee Strip just has an unblockable. He can give everyone in the cast an unblockable.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Wait.
Let's not bring it up now, because we just saw a little bit of latency. I don't know what happened.
Are they fine now? Are y'all ready to continue?
Well, let's just give them their bearings back again and see how they feel. This is, I don't know what happened. They were fine, like, literally a second ago. It might be us, so we'll have to see if we may need to change hosts. Biggest shot for every time person uses 5C. Hey, there we go.
Oh, they managed to get one off.
Yeah, we got one off.
Oh my god, you see a little shimmy dance he did because of Youngster?
I think BB Tax is on fire right now. The rollback test is too much for my handle from that one guy.
He could kill right there if he DH3. Ooh, gets caught in the air by the Tatsu.
My soul will protect my country.
So that was strange.
Very.
That.
Well, person's up by 2. So is one of Sage Ghost will make another change? And then we're just sitting here waiting to see what's happening now.
We're chatting right now to see
okay.
thoughts, because they noticed too. Like, everyone noticed. There's no going around this. I mean, they were just fine the set before we watched them on stream, and the feast and the round just before this, so maybe it was just like a freak of nature. But as we're talking this out, just another casual reminder that we have matcherino, !matcherino in the chat. You can donate however much you want. All the money goes straight to the players, by the way. And while doing so, on the matcherino page, you can also go to the sponsor quests on the side, where you can do the given prompts and those prompts will donate a free few cents to the pot, and it won't cost you a dime, and it's just like a good way to support the players.
Oh, is this good? Is this number 2 again? Or number 3?
This is supposed to be round 3, but
Okay, Yosuke.
Hopefully no more connection issues.
Everything to me. Hey, I'm not gonna let you steal all the spotlight.
I'm warning you, I don't know how to go easy.
I'm counting on
Alright.
Charge!
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Come here! Say! I'll cut you down!
And now we're sitting here waiting, and Ragna around the Akatsuki pressure.
It's good.
With Euro 5 feed, like the pressure of this team is just off the charts with Ragna being able to doing whatever he wants with Akatsuki backing.
Especially with the high-low mix. Well, the high-low threat, I should say. But whether it's going for like two-way or going like Hades, or not Hades, yeah, because then that's fast enough to pass the wild card. And then still go some
There we go, Akatsuki duel once again. Now, Solo Yosuke, I don't know how well that character is.
It's Yosuke of all things, so he's a hard fly to pin down. You just gotta be careful of how you approach him. But once you catch him, make sure you hold him. Like, once you lock him down fast. Don't give him the time to breathe or escape. Or else he goes back to square one.
Alright, there we go. Looking to do in front of the ball.
Ooh, wake up, bro. What is this? Is he here? Oh, no punish. There's the camera. Oh, 5P just catching Yosuke right from D-slash. Completely decimating him.
Akatsuki, win!
Alright, now we're sitting here waiting. And now it's time for... Let me see, let me read the name. Who's after them? Go Sage in person.
Well, person one just won the set in a clean 3-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, Teddy versus Teddy. I'm not knowing. No. Teddy versus Raga.
Yeah. Such a shame. Go Sage couldn't get another 3-0 comeback. But you made a really interesting run, getting all the way up here.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to that.
Yeah.
So while we wait, how do you think their teams are going to turn? Do you think they'll swap and react to try and counterpick? I don't see any reason. They could just sit comfortably with their teams and try and build things out. Well, granted, well, outside of Person, who we've seen switch a couple of characters now and then, I don't think Icy ever swapped any characters at all, did he? I don't remember. Because he's always rocked the Teddy Rachel. Or at least for all we've seen on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's get this grand finals underway. The finals, I know. I was about to.
Wow, you're a little ahead of yourself, aren't you? You're a little ahead of yourself.
I stopped myself mid-sentence. I'm like, wait.
Here we go on the Riverside screen.
I better not clip that, by the way. I'm gonna edit it out of the video.
I don't know how to go easy.
Yeah, no you're not, Graham.
Charge!
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Put you down! Over-piercing kick!
So, removing Teddy. You want to talk about like,
it's certainly an interesting pick. I don't know much. Once again, I don't see enough of Teddy to know like what Ruby will do for him.
different tendencies. So it's kind of just like How does one support the other?
He's clicking well with the Rachel's already, but I mean,
as a character, like Ruby's fine, Teddy's fine. How do they come together? Are there any specifics? I have no clue.
And there we go. Now Ruby doing Ruby things. Ruby buttons is just annoying. Ooh, that was a bit unfortunate DP. And that is dead.
I see tried to pressure person DP, but I can when you check out the BlitzConf DPs, like the reflectors, whatever it is they're called. Well, one, they're involved. They don't activate the follow-up, and even if they do the follow-up, if you block it, they're hilariously safe. Like it's not. It's funny because they're minus, but they're like -3. It's almost impossible. Not so much in the pushback they shove you at. It's making it like next to impossible to even try punishing. Like Hakumen levels of just god tier counters. And you can spam it too. Alrighty then. So now that we have Person going 1-0 against IC.
Yep, will IC go back to Rachel?
No, I don't think he has.
It's still on Ruby.
Like, out of this exchange, it was just a little too rushed in the exchanges. I'm trying to, we at least with IC's Ruby, we saw them at least. So I'm trying to do a lot of the crosser mix-ups, and Person wasn't falling for any of that.
Yeah.
So they just have to change up their game plans, or their mix-ups in general to try and break Person open.
I'm warning you, I don't know how to go easy.
I'm counting on it. Charge!
And there we are going to the next game between Person and IC player. The losing side of the winners will go to the losing side of the game. One wins the set, I mean nothing else.
No verse? Oh, there we go. I was wondering, like, where is it? Alright, gets out of corner. But the anti-air taking them right back to corner. Okay, backs off, try to bait a burst. Oh, and that's first save. Ragnar can jump cancel down with Hades, so you don't want to burst there. That's not kill, but it's gonna hurt like a truck.
Well, I feel like that's just this whole team in general between Ragnar and Akatsuki. There's the same pressure on top of just being able to like just murder you.
Is that dead? Oh yeah, that's totally.
Yeah, that's definitely dead.
Person's just taking a. That was almost a perfect. Oh my god, he was a scratch away from getting a perfect. Well, at least on the bright side for Icy, it wasn't a perfect, so there's that. You're like,
Alright. You know, funny thing about, like, Akatsuki as a character is just that, like, you don't expect him to be able to do much, considering how limited he is. Like, just, I think he only has, like, 3 moves in his entire special moveset. But, like, just how effective each and every one is, and how differently he can use it is actually just insane.
yeah.
Not to mention his defensive reversal actions actually just kind of cracked.
You just have to get a little creative in how you utilize them in a team.
Yeah.
I'm warning you, I don't know how to go easy.
I don't know.
I'm counting on it. Charge!
Alright, now we're back on the Rachel Teddy.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
So I assume I see game plan here will be trying to attempt to use.
Oh my god, last star blood spray.
Sorry, this thing.
Last star blood spray.
There's another instant overhead. God, Icy loves those. And it's really hard to block though. It's like a Rachel trademark. High, low,
I was just say, Rachel's mix compression is really ignorant. So, and I feel like in it, everything is just hard to block the kids.
I wonder if you can option select it.
I have no idea, actually.
But it might be possible. Maybe not like chicken blocking, but you know, just like 7-3 option selects or doing something in the manner. Just to avoid like those having to constantly fall for this and all But I will say that Icy is a really good Rachel. It's rare to see good Rachel cards, and Icy knows his confirmed. For a second, I almost had that drop because of the weird way Rachel just fell to the floor. Oh, and that's a punish! Or not, I forgot that's plus. Missed the midi. And now person gets his turn back.
And now you're putting the blender between.
You heard what I said. I don't go easy.
Hey, man.
A little late.
It was like some back and forth because Bushblock is pretty funny because it was for a second. Person was getting his pressure, then Icy push blocked, and then Icy advanced to get his pressure back. And then person push blocked again into another CC pressure mix up, and that's what got him the game. They're just back and forth, each player taking turns trying to take jabs at each other. It's hilarious. I mean, that's what most tournaments tend to go. That one guy, like 3-0s, 3-2s, 3-1s maybe. Well, 3-1s are rare. But I do like 3-2s though, because like game 5s get really intense. So now moving up, we'll now be having that one guy versus person. You get to see how this plays out. And now we're in grand finals. Alright, so everything here is all for this moment. And who will come out on top for our 5th BB Tag Tournament? The God of Destruction Susanoo paired with the cop maniac with lasers. Zachi-san, it's such a crazy character, I can't even. I wonder. I don't know, they haven't fought each other, never mind. I almost thought this was a run back for a second, but no, they haven't faced each other in bracket. So, with that in mind, we can assume person will know. Well, we can assume person knows what that one guy's game plan is, because like we've seen before, the shtick with Susan Adachi is basically doing like high-low CC pressure to break open the opponent and get high damaging combos going. And depending on the mix-up in question, whether it's like forward back active switches or command throw active switches, you have to be careful like what your reversal actions will be. Because if you commit to something like a DP and they active switch to the character behind, well then they're safe and then they get a free DB punish and so on and so forth. If you do a strike, you punish the assist, you stay safe. You may not have your turn back, but you're not exactly dying in a combo either. It's like these kind of second situations you have to think about on the fly. And then there's also the matter of, block good, but I don't know. Like, how long can a person block? And how long can a person last blocking all day? Who knows? What I am curious about is whether if either player will change their characters in response. Just to try and get a match advantage, because it seems pretty even.
Get ready.
I don't know if I want to call it even, but just sort of like back and forth toss-up. Because like even like with Ragna Akatsuki's neutral, at least, it's basically just them playing Rushdown, using assists on their backup to try and make their approach, and then with Cruising Adachi, they'll probably do active switch things into like lasers and whatnot. It's just a full screen beam covering the screen. So unless you stop them from doing that, there's not a lot you can do. But they do have the options to do that as well. Like with Ragnar, it may cost neither, but it could just be like carding scissors whenever you see an Adachi. Whenever you see the Adachi to whip out BCL and punish him there. But we'll see how this turns out. Ooh, nice strike on the Persona. They're giving a tasty counter combo. Off a bit of overhead. Ooh. The corner combo. Just okay into blocks. And the 5B burst punch with its head involved. And as most people should know, most head and ball attacks can punish burst when timed properly. Oh, what was that trade? Oh my god. Ooh, that worked. Oh, that's a hit. And that's a dead Akatsuki. So now we have a solo Ragnar against Ragnar with a lot of health to work with. But it's just season damage to deal with that. So, just like that, all that health is gone! Oh god. 10k? Yeah. Oh my god. Woo! What? What a way to start off, huh? That's one guy taking away the first match with a killer combo. Literally. Oh, I'm just like reading the chat. Apparently that one guy in person tend to fight each other a lot, so I guess these guys are just like friendlies and just sit in the ring. This is an interesting tournament because now this is going in the mindset of both players knowing what the other wants, or at least their game plan anyway. Will it come down to just hard reads or heavy baits? But maybe not. It's really just all just fundamentals at the end of the day. Whatever ends up being like high level 50-50 mixed up or whatever happens, kind of up to the player. But we'll see how that turns out. For instance, like it can start from anywhere, like even from round turns. So let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, rank 5B round start. Okay, active punish. Ooh, it's cut low. No punch on the purple. Ah, had to strike that. It's technically a frame trap, but you could just simply reversal out of it as well. But this is gonna be a safe jump. Good DP. Now that one guy's stuck in corner. Please do the keep right effect. Oh, and that happy birthday might be ended all. Okay, so kill Akatsuki, but Ryan is still safe. Okay. This is a tight spot for person to be in right now. And just like that, you got punch throughs and DP for hitting assist. Even a flashy way to end it with DNC. I can't really put my finger on what in terms of like the mindset that's going on in the mindset that's going on inside the head of these players, but I can tell like from a glance there's some sort of like, I wouldn't say camaraderie or patience, but just general, what's the word?
Get ready!
I guess, where neither player is going too hyper aggressive, rushing in blindly, but they are trying to like put in their pressure when they need to do, when they want to do, or apply when they see openings. Like trying to capitalize in the windows that are given to them, which can happen in any given moment too. So it's just that their reaction speed can be all over the place, and so assessing the situation in neutral. Like, say if the opponent is jumping, am I gonna anti-air? Am I gonna DP? But also have an assist in the back. Should I block? Should I challenge it? Etc. Etc. Okay, keeps on the block string. Caught by the 5P assist. Corner combo. Ooh, gets hit by Rob easy. Alright. First step. Another 5B inside air. Let's see. Ooh, and gets caught by another Robin BCO. That one guy disengaging, expecting a burst. There's the burst. Oh, that's gonna be a punish. Oh, he active switches to Adachi. He would have been safer if he stayed on season. Ooh.
Wow, you really smashed him.
Yeah. Ouch. The lesson be learned. You do not want to active switch when Adachi does Atom Smasher, because the whole screen is a hitbox. So active switching won't save you from anything, instead just get you killed just like that. Oh boy. But just like that, that one guy takes it away the tournament with a clean 3-0, winning grand finals. So round of applause to all the players who've made it here thus far. Sorry, excuse me on my throat. Just my thoughts on the matter. I found this really interesting, and watching all the players like adapt in this sort of environment. Like you see players like trying to change characters or change their play styles to make a change, to adapt for what may work, and try and dabble with experimentation and just sort of like situational awareness and doing like, should I do this or that? Should I do this mix up or that? Or strike, throw, high, low, etc., etc., etc. So it's like it's super fun to watch how you guys think whenever you guys play these tournaments and all that. So with that said, should be closing off with that. Again, round of applause for everyone participating in the tournament and for coming to watch these tournaments as well. It's super fun to have you guys. Great talking to you guys as well. So I hope you guys had fun here. And be sure to check out tomorrow as we host our Central Fiction tournament for Steam as well. So be sure to not miss that. It will be lots of more fun as well. So until then, see you guys tomorrow and hope you guys had a great night.